Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Christopher Garza Real Estate News. So, are waterfront homes under attack? Short answer no. Not too many homes on the market are waterfront homes, which you'll see in the stats later on. And the fact that maybe in the past they weren't selling as fast, and honestly, when the interest rates kind of switched over to a little bit higher, they stayed on the market a little bit longer. But that really was just due to the average sales price of each waterfront home. And what that means is affordability. When interest rates go up, your money doesn't go as far for the most part. So, before we get too deep into that, though, if you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, really does help the algorithm out and kind of get this video out to people that might actually be beneficial to them. So, we always start with the 7 day numbers. And what we're looking at this last week, it's actually a really, really good week. We have 118 new listings and 123 homes pending. So a little over one home going off the market uh, than coming on the market. Now, again, listing price reduced at 71 over here. It's a big stat. That's a lot of homes that really did miss that price point, and now they're having to kind of really just kind of backtrack and try and get those maybe potential buyers that passed it to try and look at it again. So, uh, really got to price your home correctly. But again, market is really strong at the moment, as you're seeing, with one home coming off for every home that's going on, a little over that actually. And with the interest rates right now, we have it at 7.03, which it's kind of stayed like that the past couple weeks. It's been hovering around 7.0, going down there and kind of coming right back up. So really helping out the market, and a lot more buyers, according to a lot of analysts, will start to come out and come out of the woodwork, as they say, around the 6.8 uh, interest rate mark. So when you see that, you see a lot more buyers coming out of the woodwork. So now with waterfront and what today's topic is about, we'll see that the new listing side of waterfront homes, this is the past 10 years. Past 10 years, as you can see, not a lot of waterfront homes on the market. Even not a lot of residential homes on the market in this area, um, to be honest. But the past 10 years, again, it's kind of the what the new norm is going to be, as we're seeing in these past 10 years, is just maybe 2 to 3 months max is what our normal market right now at the moment is. So but with that, as you can see with all these numbers, not too many homes that we are talking about within these stats, which is really going to affect. And again, here with the pending sales, not as many pending as going on market, because that does affect kind of what the perception of value is. You have to kind of create more of a value rather than having a lot of competitive sales to kind of measure it up against. What you're doing is kind of creating that perception of value and kind of basing it off of what real estate trends would have kind of increased values, and then a bunch of other stuff too, is location improvements, just a lot of things to also add into that. But that's why you're seeing average sales price here being so up and down, is you can't just say, okay, waterfront home is going to be $2 million added on to whatever a normal sales price is. A lot of that does have to do with location, view, certain how much actual waterfront you have. A lot of things can go into that. But with the average sales price here, you also do see that the difference between regular non waterfront home, residential, which again, all these stats are just going to be residential. They're not going to be condominiums included in these stats. But all these waterfront homes, the average sales prices is way over what the average sales price of a residential home in this area is. And again, that doesn't mean that, this home right here that's a waterfront is worth way more than every other residential home. There's a lot of homes that are worth more not on the waterfront. Again, location, view, a lot of stuff goes into the valuing of a home. So at the end of the day, it's really how much a buyer is willing to pay for it. That's what the actual value of it is. Rest of it is just kind of figuring out, okay, what perception of value, what can we there's a lot of strategy that goes into that. So without getting off too much of a tangent on that, average days on market, as you can see here for waterfront homes, really going down. So we're at 8 days on market for April. You don't see uh, the the June one because it's not coming up yet, but the May one is not there because there were no homes closed in May. There were 2 homes pending in May, but no homes have actually closed in May, so it doesn't give us the stats for the waterfront. But as you can see here, it's really the days on market has been shooting down. So they did look like they were in danger for a little bit. A lot of that had to do with interest rates and the higher price homes. You really just can't get off the market when purchasing power isn't as good with the higher interest rates. So when we look at the actual percentage of original list price, this means if they listed it, you know, at $1 million, and then they change the list price a couple times, and then it's a month later listed at 900,000. Someone comes in and pays 900,000 for it. That would only be 90% of the original list price, and not 100% of what the list price at the time was. So you're seeing here original list price percentage definitely going up for waterfront. Residential is still killing it at the moment though, with 102.4%, and the history of kind of the percentage of what you're getting out of the waterfront versus interest rates, as you can see even here, when the interest rates were showing that they were gonna, a lot of things were showing that interest rates were about to change, about to shoot up. So you're seeing these super high list to original sorry, average percentage of original list price is way up here with all these. And then whenever all the interest rates started kind of getting above into the sevens, close to the eights, we're seeing all the percentage in waterfront being affected the most because of the average list price. So if you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. If not, enjoy your week, and I will see you next week.